Hi, I'm Katherine Lash with SpiritQuest Sedona Retreats. I'd like to talk to you today about triggers. What happens when you're triggered? And how do you deal with it? Because this can cause our lives to be miserable when we're constantly being charged by negative things around us in our environment. And how you respond to it is the key. So let me share with you two Tibetan words, Shenpa and Shenluk. Shenpa literally means hook. So let me give you an example. When you're driving in traffic and somebody cuts you off, that moment you're triggered. And what you decide to do in that moment can make all the difference in the world. So if you feel your angst and you react to it and you get on the same level as that person who cut you off and you start yelling and screaming and showing them how, dismayed you are, honking your horn, then you've been triggered. And I like to think of it like as two strips of Velcro, that your Velcro came out and you allowed that other strip to attach to you. Now you've been Velcroed. And if you've ever looked at Velcro under a microscope, it literally is a bunch of little nylon hooks. There are people that go to their graves covered with Velcro patches. They've been triggered and they've been Velcroed and they are stewing about it. They're stewing about that person who said this. They're stewing about that phone call where they got hung up on, or they're stewing about the thing that happened. Unfortunately, things happen daily that can trigger us. We can choose not to go there and not to be Velcroed and not to be triggered. And this concept is called Shenluk. Shenluk means non-attachment. And I know a lot of times people think that means attachment to things, items, material things, but in this case, it means that emotional, spiritual attachment, maybe mental, not spiritual, but mental and emotional, that can bring your spiritual down. So when you allow that attachment to happen, you feel miserable, your mind is preoccupied, your emotions are preoccupied, and it's negative. So the Shenluk is just to allow. It's to notice the trigger, because you can't control a trigger, but you can decide what to do with it. So in that moment, you say, you know what? I'm not going there. Have a nice day. Maybe you're late for work. Maybe that's why you cut me off. And I am going to go to the center of this whirlwind storm that came up. I'm going to remain calm. I may even send you a little blessing and a wave along your way. I stay in the joy zone. I stay away from all those Velcro patches. Don't go to your grave covered in Velcro. Go to your grave being free, a free sentient being, of being full of joy. And watch those triggers and how you react to them and choose that non-attachment.